Soda hurts, bro. I don't like that bubbly feeling in my throat.
What you enjoy is a nice Arnold Palmer.
I do love an Arnold Palmer, or occasionally a Tiger Woods, which is an
What's
Arnold
that?
Palmer, a Arnold Palmer with a little bit of cranberry juice on top.
I was about to say you love cranberry juice.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I like the. That's why I like the Tiger Woods. It is good.
Do people know that at a restaurant?
No, usually you have to tell them. My father orders it and then always makes a scene and has to explain it to him. It's such a fucking mess. God,
What do a lot of restaurants have cranberry juice?
if they have a bar, they generally will have
Okay, if they have a
cranberry.
bar,
Like
right.
attached to. Generally, they'll have cranberry juice.
Does your dad drink?
No, no, not at all. I think I
Never,
saw
right?
never. I did see him take a Jello shooter once at a Thanksgiving, one time in my life, and he said he did cocaine when he broke his nose. They actually used cocaine to numb it, so he considers that he did cocaine once. I don't know if it gets you high or not, or whatever. It's like a local anesthetic.
Yeah, I'm surprised they do that for the nose.
That was
Was
40
Not like
years ago.
not like Novocaine or something. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if at the time. I mean, like I said, this is probably this is even longer than 40 years ago. It's before I was born.
what happened?
They used my father had his nose broken like two times or a couple times, and he told me that they used cocaine as a local anesthetic to numb his nose.
Hell
That
yeah.
that and the one time I saw him take a Jello shooter once at Thanksgiving is the only time I've ever seen him do any sort of illicit substance.
Jello shooter.
He ate one Jello shooter. I want one time in my 40 years I saw him do that.
This guy's out of control.
I know. Some of these are right.
He should
He's already hyped up.
he would fit right in at this crazy college in this fucking movie.
Yeah. Yes, he would.
Because he's a wild party animal, it sounds like.
Lot of snow in this movie. Lots of snow.
I don't think he would enjoy this movie. I think he would be freaked out. He would be
Dude.
scared. He would be disturbed. He would find the movie twisted.
Well, this movie has teen stars going bad, and that's pretty fucked up.
I'm just
Not,
so glad they didn't make it a high school movie. They actually made it a college movie
that's
closer
true.
to the actor's age.
Nothing freaks me out more than when teen stars go bad.
From the corrupt minds that brought you Pulp Fiction and American Psycho.
So I pretend to be a vampire. Search for this night's prey. Who will it be?
What are the rules of attraction?
I think I'm in love with this girl. She's sweet, pure, innocent. She's a virgin.
Say what you want.
Abstinence is 100% safe, which is less of a percentage than.
Whatever, I don't care. I don't major in math.
It's totally blank. Typical.
Do what you feel.
It might be fun. You know you want it.
You're drinking.
Drunk. I'm drunk.
Tonight's the night. Who's the lucky boy?
Sean Bateman.
He's a dealer.
Call security.
Get what you deserve.
Don't stomp, don't stomp, don't stomp. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Think it's kicking in.
Fire.
Gross, dude. I only did it with her because I'm in love with you.
From the novel by Bret Easton Ellis.
Where's my money? He's got it. You bring me my cash! I want to know you.
What does that mean? Nobody knows anyone else.
She's not ever gonna want to see you again.
Are you crazy? Define crazy. Deal with it.
So what do you think?
What do I think? Rock and roll.
The rules of attraction.
Your game, right?
This is a listener request. We were doing a special promo where we did listener requests because I had access to this great website called Chartable, and I could read every comment on iTunes throughout the planet. And then one day, Chartable just shut down. So one of our loyal listeners, this guy, he's from Eastern Europe. He's always wanted me to do this movie. He loves this movie, Rules of Attraction. This is one of his favorite movies.
Why?
I think is he a bisexual? Like I don't know why this guy likes
Could
this
be.
movie.
Hey, we can't alienate
This is one of
one
the
of our
great
few listeners.
this is one of the great bisexual films of the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
A movie normally is straight or it's gay, and this movie is the Arnold Palmer. It's a little of both.
Ice-T is the straight part of an Arnold Palmer, and the lemonade is the gay part, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lemonade sweeter.
Yeah, lemonade is definitely the gay version part of the drink. It's a very gay drink.
This movie is this is not a movie I would normally pick for the podcast. This is not something.
Well, this movie is it does have like the Tarantino-y,
Reversal,
it's like a
split
scuzz
screen.
movie with like the stylishness and stuff like that, but it's put on like this teen movie.
Yeah,
It's
but
got something. There's something
movie-
going on with it.
there's a lot of movies like this from this era. So I
Cruel
was thinking
Intentions.
Spun. It's
Spun,
very
I see.
it's very similar to Spun. It's like tons of drugs, crazy editing. Requiem for a Dream.
But do those have teen stars going bad?
Jared Leto is a teen star. Jennifer
Yeah,
Connelly's a
true,
teen
true, true.
star. Marlon Wayans, I mean, he's one of our all-time great teen stars. Spun,
Teen.
You got
Jason Schwartzman, Brittany Murphy. It was
gosh,
like
she's so hot in that movie.
it was like an era of this really all exists because of the DVD era. Back then you could sell movies like American Pie on DVD and they would sell millions upon millions of copies. It was like they were making so much more money than they do now. Like now now movies don't make money and the movie business is contracting in a really like violent way that no one can tell you like, oh, what's the movie going to be like in 5 years? Like there is no stable movie business right now. Everything is like fucked up. But back then you could just be like, all right, we got some teen stars. We got sex, we got drugs. We'll sell an unrated DVD. This will sell like hotcakes. We'll sell it at Best Buy. People will buy it.
When we were in college, I was like the DVD era, and like
Yeah.
college kids bought a lot of fucking DVDs back then.
We pirated music, but we still bought DVDs. So like this, even though the future, you could see that the future was going to go digital and online, the internet still wasn't fast enough to do movie piracy the way we had it back then. Like Napster and Kazaa were there, but people didn't have like HDMI cables didn't even exist. So it was a pain in the ass to get a computer to play on a TV.
There's also a pain in the ass to burn DVDs. You had to get the image and then the ISO thing, and then I don't know. I could never do it.
VCDs, SVCDs. We had all this.
That's
we did-
different, yeah. But those were easy.
But yeah, this movie, Roger Avery did an interview and he said the movie was profitable from the get-go. The budget's $4 million. They had like international sales. It didn't matter. Like as long as he was under budget and on schedule, he could do whatever he wanted. And he just got to do whatever he wanted. Like this movie makes no sense when you watch it now because you're like, who's the audience for this movie? It's very weird.
Eastern
It's like,
European guys.
Yeah.
party boys, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to party and put on rules of attraction. Like this is a movie for 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds. It's a movie for people who've never had sex and don't know what sex is and have never been to college.
And why didn't we like it? Boom. I got a good one.
Well, we're old. We're not.
Awesome, Mike.
We're
Thank
older
you.
now.
Thank you.
We're older now. Like that's one reason why I didn't want to watch this movie because I was like, oh, I'm old now. I don't.
Yeah,
I like
old.
movies.
40-year-old fucks talking about some movie about college kids. You know what I mean? Nobody
This
likes
ca-
that.
This came out the year after we graduated high school. William
I
and
saw it in the movie theater.
Did it fuck
Idiot.
you up that Dawson went bad? He goes
No.
real bad too.
Did not fuck me up.
I never watched Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, I thought that show sucked.
Well,
Um,
you obviously didn't give it a chance because you would have been sucked into the love triangle and stuff like that. So, but it's cool.
Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit of Dawson's Creek. I have to say, I got
So
sucked
were you
in.
freaked out about Dawson going
I
bad?
was freaked out. Yeah.
Whoa.
I couldn't believe it because Dawson is so good, you see.
What about Jessica Biel, star of Seventh Heaven?
She went bad
She
in a
went
big
really
way.
bad.
Yeah.
She's so bad in this movie, she doesn't even get naked.
That's the blonde roommate.
Yeah,
Oh,
Laura.
she's hot. She's hot though. She doesn't need to get naked.
And Kate
But
Bosworth, she was in like, she was a teen thing and something.
Blue Crush, I guess. I don't fucking
I don't
know.
know. Yeah, who gives a shit? It's a lot. Also, Fred Savage. It's like, that's obviously like the casting for this movie.
Fred Savage is funny, and then we have Shannon Sossaman. Now she was a model. This was like her big break. She was probably in a bunch of shit, but this was like a big role for her. And then there's this guy Ian Somerhalder, beautiful man. Let's
Yeah,
be
he
honest.
he looks like a movie star.
He's a beautiful man. He plays the gay one, Paul. In the book, he's bi.
Well,
you know,
he does make a joke about being bi when they're standing by the beer cooler, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to take you to quesadillas or something," and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to buy." He says, "No, I'm bi for sure," or something like that. So maybe he is also bi in this movie.
They should have had like Urkel and shit, like Kimmy Gibbler, Full House. Who else? I want to see all these. I want to see everybody go bad.
the fucking dork from Step by Step.
Yeah, Mark. His name was Mark. Step by Step. He should go bad. That'd be cool.
Shannon
Kramer?
Shannon Sossaman was a model. She's like a runway model.
I guess she's very
Oh.
tall and skinny.
Ugh.
Mike? Now, what did you think of Shannon Sossaman?
I think she is busted. I do not like that. She encompasses the majority of things I don't like about certain women. She's got the short hair, the pixie haircut that looks like shit. She's got no body. She has a face that is almost a boy's face. And then she dresses all quirky and shit to be.
She's like an indie girl from
Oh
like that
my
time.
god,
Yeah.
that shit's
You don't like an
annoying.
androgynous woman?
Absolutely not. I like a full, voluptuous woman with long hair. And
Mike's holding
about-
his hands up like he's holding two huge boobs. Right
I was trying
now.
to make out how the
okay.
body should look.
Whoa, he did something really awesome with his hands, and now I'm hard.
What about her shoes? Her big, thick shoes.
Yeah, I mean, she wears those
her big
cloggy-
feet.
Ah.
Her big
This
feet.
is a type of girl that was
Yeah.
back that existed
Yes,
back then.
yeah.
I mean, they still probably exist. But
Not it was before. She's like an emo girl or something. It was before scene chick.
yeah,
She's
a scene chick.
this is like the metrosexual of women.
Vintage clothing. Look, I think she's very charming and very pretty in this movie.
Same.
She's exactly the kind of girl my father would date when I was a kid. He would always have chicks like this around the house, and they would always like babysit me, and they're all like really young, and they're like, "Oh, hi, William." Like, and then like I would find out later that he was just doing tons of heroin with them.
Nice.
You know, possibly exchanging sexual favors for drugs.
And babysitting services.
Hey.
Yes.
Your dad sounds like a teen star going bad. Did he go bad?
He went
Did your
bad.
dad go bad?
He was on a Teen Star. You know, he's
Okay.
the creep who makes them go bad. He's the kind of guy who would date Amanda Bynes or whatever and give her
Hey.
drugs. Like, he loved these model-looking women that
How does
were
he meet-
tall
how
and
do you-
skinny.
How do you meet him?
The fucking grocery store or whatever, like the health food store.
Was this man a handsome man? Was he very handsome?
I guess.
Or was he very rich?
He used
he
to
rich?
be.
Seemed like
motherfucker?
it.
Was he rich? When he was meeting all
No.
these ladies? Okay.
No, he's a highly sexual person who was very charming and was a good salesman. And
Did he have like a cool belt or something, like a belt buckle, or what was his secret?
He just was a complete pervert who talked to every woman he found attractive, no matter what.
Oh, the numbers game.
No fear.
No fear. Every person we go to the corner store. He raps to that guy forever. We go to the coffee shop. He knows everybody. We walk the dog around the neighborhood. He knows everybody.
That's called a chatty Cathy.
he was a
Your dad is
Mike-
a chatty Cathy.
and then Mike, Mike, there was a period where Mike and I lived together in San Francisco, and he was
Whoa.
we would hang out with
Landlord.
him sometimes, and he was our landlord, and we would
Dad's your
go to the
landlord? That sounds like
we
a
go to his
sitcom,
house for
guys.
dinner. We'd go to his house for dinner, right? He's got all this nice silverware out. He's got his little cup holders with his name on it, the fancy silverware. He's cooking up
That
steaks.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was
Cup
awesome.
holders with your name. You
But
mean
he's
like
got all the-
koozies? Or is that what you're saying?
They were like
Yes.
Okay.
little pewter coasters, and then so then we'd eat and everything. And the funny shit is he would lick the plate like with his finger and lick off the plate at this nice table setting. I thought that shit was so hard.
I know
Adam-
you love that. Adam
do love
froze,
that. Adam
and now
Frozen.
he's gone. He missed
Yeah.
the story.
Yeah. Damn it.
But remember, we would go to like the coffee shop, and then he would go like, "They're tweakers." Like he would talk shit about everybody too.
Yeah, when I was trying to explain to him, like I went down to the polling place for Matt Gonzalez. I'm like, oh, the people are all juiced up there. They're tweakers, Michael. They're tweakers. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, that's probably the case.
But he was doing heroin.
No, at this point, he was clean for a long time.
The tweakers.
The tweakers. But my dad loved model chicks. He loved this chick who was in like the Harry and the Hendersons TV show. That was like one of my dad's girlfriend. Like that was
Oh,
her
hell
only
yeah.
like LA role. She's
Was
in
it
that movie.
Harry?
She played the maid. She didn't even have like she's like not even every episode. But he
I gotta
loved these
check
like
that
skinny
lady out.
model chicks. Like they're LA chicks. Like I see them in Topanga Canyon. I see them around. They have like they're ones who wear the wide brim hats now, and like they just hobnob around one dude after the other until they find a rich boyfriend, and then they're done. Then they're set. So
Yeah, totally.
he would have loved Shannon Sossaman. Now, this movie, Rules of Attraction, is based on a novel by Bret Easton Ellis. It's the second book he wrote. He wrote Less Than Zero in high school. Then he wrote this book in college. And this is about his college experience. The Paul character is clearly based on him. Bret Easton Ellis was very bi. He did say this thing on his podcast that I thought was like fascinating. He said before HIV was a thing, in college, he could just like blow his roommates, like blow his friends, and they would just like blow each other. And then once AIDS became a thing, it was like, oh, that's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's like the least transmittable way to do it, right?
Yeah, but
Oh.
they're afraid of gay guys. But it was just like, wait,
Oh,
you were just like,
he'd blow his straight friends.
he's blowing straight people. And I don't know how
No,
bi
these motherfuckers aren't straight, but like
he said they
like,
were straight.
you can't get it. Can you get AIDS from blowing?
No,
I mean, if the dude has AIDS
Only
and
one way to find out.
and he
you
comes in
need
your
blood,
mouth. Oh, I thought it was any fluids.
mostly blood.
Okay, all right.
Not even spit, not even piss. It's blood. So
I thought they did figure out though a certain amount of saliva would actually give you AIDS. I mean,
but
it's
then
a
it has to
lot.
go into the penis hole. It's like the thing you have to remember about AIDS.
Don't get me started on
was
the penis hole.
These guys were going to like gay bathhouses, and they were just having orgies like fucking crazy. I mean,
God
they were
damn.
just they were
Oh,
just.
now you're anti-LGBT. Okay.
I'm just
Oh,
saying it
you're
was
just jealous.
it wasn't like they were having
Marital
Stoltz-
coitus.
Eric Stoltz was going to get sucked off by his college.
William wants them to
Student.
get married first. He just wants them to be married.
All
I
you gotta
want
do is
the-
take prep.
Yeah. Yeah, gay guys are back.
Gay guys are back, dude. Piss fest, who's
I
going?
feel like the whole AIDS
See you
thing
there.
that was
Piss
way
Fest
overblown.
2025.
It's totally overblown.
AIDS thing? Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, they acted like it was going to affect the whole goddamn world, and apparently it only affects Africa. So who cares?
effective like Russia. They have really bad HIV.
Uh,
The problem is the junkies, you guys with your needles
Mike,
ruining everything.
I have never done an
kidding.
intravenous
Sorry.
drug ever. Not one time.
you weren't. I thought you were talking to Mike. Sorry, William. Were you talking to
You
Mike?
junkies,
The
with your
tweakers?
needle, the tweakers. The tweakers,
Mike's afraid of needles. He's not.
they just steal your
Thank you.
bike. They steal your cell phone charger and try to sell it to you.
Gosh, it's so annoying.
Yeah, they're more annoying than anything.
I'm so happy I don't live in San Francisco now with like fentanyl as a thing. It's like that would have been awful. It was so annoying. The tweakers were annoying.
Yes, they are
The junk-
annoying. Junkies just
crackhead-
nod off, and you don't really see them too often. But yes, tweakers and crackheads are out of control.
But the characters in this movie aren't doing fentanyl. They're
No,
doing
they-
cocaine and alcohol.
Mushrooms,
A little
Molly.
bit of weed, a little bit of mushroom, a little bit of Molly.
The one guy shoots up cocaine. He slams cocaine.
Fred Savage.
Yeah.
This
can't-
reminded me of a guy I knew in high school. One time we were smoking weed, me and my buddy, and he got really high. And then he just started screaming, "My wiener hurts! My wiener hurts!" And he's just grabbing his cock. And it's like, we're in Berkeley, dude. We're trying to get Bongo Burger, and like, you need some baklava, and then he had to eat, and then he felt better.
Get some nitrous.
Dude,
Yeah.
it does suck when you smoke weed and your wiener starts hurting, though.
It hurt. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Just let it heal on its own?
I'm so sorry, Mike, that happened to you.
It's all right. He didn't
There's
tell us the
also-
time I tried to get us to compare sizes, but I guess that's a different story.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Thank God. But I remember this
hey.
also was a guy who used to say, "I can't get high. I can't get high." And he would smoke so much weed.
That's the
And
last
that
thing you want. If you're a
and
guy
then,
that's gonna
and then
say
his
my
eyes
wiener
would just
hurts when
turn
he's
red,
smoking.
and his eyes would just be like pin. I mean, he was
Slits.
half Japanese, and he turned more Japanese. He turned fully
Oh,
Japanese.
I hear what you're saying. I
Let's
turned a
smoke
little
that
Japanese when I
Chinese
smoke.
weed.
Yeah.
His wiener would hurt.
Dude, what happened? Dude, how did your wiener feel? Like, what do you mean it hurt?
I'm trying to remember back, but I mean, it was like probably like a clenching feel, but probably I was grabbing it or something. I don't even know.
One time I saw my mom's big toe cramp, and it was like separated from the rest of her feet in a crazy way, and I was like,
Ew.
"Is that what happened to your wiener? Maybe."
It could have been. I don't think I was hard, but it could be.
This is like 3 p.m. in Berkeley, like right after.
Oh, this is
school.
on during the day. I see what you're saying.
And he's just yelling, "My wiener hurts." So I'm trying to park a car in a very busy college
He's
neighborhood.
saying wiener too.
Yes. I
I
don't know who this. I
You guys
can't
were
remember the
cool as
guy.
hell, it sounded like.
See, that's the thing about this movie. I watch it and they're like, Patrick or Sean Bateman, James Vanderbeek is like, "Oh, maybe I'll fuck Kate Bosworth." It's like I never met a woman who looked like this ever in my life. Like the women.
But these are
We had-
rich kids. These
They're
are all,
rich.
They're rich, and also James Vanderbeek. It's like he's supposed to be like premium wiener. in
Is he like
Mike's
a
terms.
jock? He's very handsome.
No,
It's like
he's an Abercrombie guy. That's
He's an Ab-
Dawson's. That's Dawson's thing.
That's very 2000.
This is Abercrombie shit. And also,
never-
he's in like good shape in this movie, and he's not like a little wiener. It's not like Mike's wiener. He's
who
you
said-
know,
Whoa,
he's-
whoa.
no, Mike's wiener's in really good shape.
Thank you.
there's no Asians. This movie's also
Looks like- it
everybody's
looks like
white.
The Rock's body.
There
We
is
don't have
that
this in-
one heavily stereotyped black Jamaican dude.
Oh yeah.
That's
And
not
some of
a-
the football-
that
and the
wasn't
football
stereotyped.
Yeah. Yes.
So the opening scene is this party. We meet the 3 characters. Shannon Sossaman talks to a film guy who talks about Roger Avery's last movie, Killing Zoe, if you pay attention. He's like, executive produced by Tarantino. It's like, okay, we get it. And then he's like, he brings her upstairs. She passes out. And then she's getting raped by this townie guy while the video guy is filming it. And everybody in this movie, when they have sex, they're like, oh, like they turn to like monkeys.
Yeah,
And they're making
yep.
goofy faces and they're cross-eyed and they're like, "Oh, I'm having sex. Oh, yeah." And it's like, has
Guys, be cool,
anyone-
guys. Be cool.
anyone who made this movie, did anyone turn to each other and go like, "This is not what people look like when they have sex"? One,
No.
they're usually naked.
I
Everybody in
think-
this movie has fully clothed having sex.
You guys
You're
don't
like,
have sex fully clothed?
Only my socks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's classy.
But they're pulled all the way up to your butt cheeks.
Yes.
I have my silk socks with my garter belt, my sock garter belts,
Oh,
like
cool.
Ren and Stimpy's dad.
Nice.
And I have my
Wait, they're
cigar.
brothers? Is that what you're saying? Ren and
Well,
Stimpy are
when they get
brothers?
adopted, when they get adopted.
Oh, okay. Their owner.
Not George Liquor, the dad.
But I think this movie's going for a wacky tone a little bit.
Sure.
Is it?
But think about like the scene where like the gay guys are taking their friend who like OD'd to the hospital. Like that's a very wacky ass scene,
Yeah, it's wacky, but I'm saying like it's a wacky tone, but then you have the subject matter
which is very like dark and like
dark, and it's like, well, just like have
that's what happens when teens go bad, man.
can we get like what am I supposed to? Am I supposed to be laughing? Am I supposed to be horrified? It's like it's neither funny and it's neither horrifying. I'm just kind of looking at this like weird scene, this goofy scene, and then the camera goes, everything goes backwards, and it's like, whoa, this is trippy. What am I? Am I on drugs? Everything's going backwards. And
Dude,
then
if you were in a college dorm, you know what I mean? You smoking weed or whatever, saying my wiener hurts, that shit would hit. You gotta,
I didn't go.
you gotta
I didn't go
admit.
to college. Womp womp.
Or if you were in jail and you just gotten the Muslim baptism, and
that would go over
you
big.
were,
Definitely.
that would go over big.
we're townies, right? I mean, that's the tragedy. We're the townies.
You're that townie who's barfing.
Now,
I was the guy at the college parties that didn't go to college. It was even more uncomfortable.
Mhm.
you're the out of town townie, and then you would
Yes.
get in fights.
Yes.
Mike would purposely grow his hair into a bowl cut. In college, he had this crazy bowl cut that was really long,
Okay.
and he would purposely try to look like goofy,
He would want to get made fun of.
and then he would beat the royal shit out of people. Like then he would just get into like these like crazy fights where you're like, what?
Mike.
That we have to leave? Mike got in a fight? on the
Mike, what
couch?
happened? But what about if you got your ass kicked?
Yeah. I got knocked out. I got blindsided and knocked out once during a drug deal, but I've never actually lost a man-to-man fight.
What's your
And
secret?
And now I'm too old.
Yeah, what's your secret though for
The secret
all the
back then
listeners?
was taking wrestling, just being able to wrestle people to the ground.
Oh,
And
you knew jujitsu shit.
fights always end up on the ground. You're never like standing there exchanging punches. They always end up on the ground. And so I had good ground game.
Dude, that'd have been awesome if you just got in like a taekwondo kicking fight with a guy.
That would be tight. I would like that. I would like that very much. But now I'm too old. Shit
But it was
hurts.
just-
I can't go to
you know,
jail.
These were we never were like we weren't supposed to be having fights at these house parties, and it's very crowded. There was lots of people.
You should be trying to get laid, not trying to fight.
I should
It's
have. I
like-
should have been
You should
doing
be
that.
trying to like. You're doing the thing with God. You're like it's like you should be doing the physical thing with like a lady, but you're like I'm gonna look completely unfuckable, and then I'm gonna do that physical thing, that energy that I need to get out. I'm gonna
And
do it
then
with
what?
a guy.
Fucker in his van. Like, I mean, we
Dude.
had no money. We were so broke. We're not even like the guys in this.
Yeah,
We-
that's everybody's getting laid in this movie and shit. It's
We
like,
didn't have bedrooms. We had like everybody was like sharing bedroom. I mean, it was just
Sleep
like
on the
such
couch of our
we're
buddies.
so
apartment.
broke when we were
That's
like
something that-
18.
I feel like this. Yeah, like this movie being.
That's what they
I know
never
that
get
I know
in these
that's Bret
movies.
Easton Ellis's thing is like rich kids, but it's hard to like care about any of the stuff because it's just like these are fucking dumb rich kids and they're like
Yeah.
acting tough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but
And we don't get the young nerdy guy, the broke guy, to be the surrogate. Like that. That's the
yeah, no
there's
surrogate.
something so alienating about this movie. There's nothing like there's nothing to really let you in. There's no like, hey, I'm like the poor kid who's at the rich college. I have
I
to
think
stay
Shannon
in.
Sossaman is supposed to be that though,
Yeah,
How do you relate with her? I mean,
yeah,
Jesus.
exactly.
because she's
Yeah.
like the
What are you like?
thoughtful one
A
or
tall,
whatever,
skinny
ex model,
Virgin.
ex model
virgin.
virgin. That basically does describe me.
And it's
so,
like you look at her, you're like, she would never be a virgin. She's like so like
yeah,
it's like
She's
she's a
ran
model.
through. She
will
looks
be
like she's
shy
ran
and
through.
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
She wouldn't dress that nice and be a virgin and
I
like
bet
be
you
that
girls like
tall.
this movie. Like if you watch this with a girl back when you're like 20, you get in pussy, both.
With the rape scene in the first 5 minutes, it's pretty uncomfortable.
It's pretty
Well,
hot.
yeah, but it makes them like it's like edgy. It feels edgy and like exciting and stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, I want to be bad too, you know?
I think
Sure.
movie nerds like this movie. I think it's a movie for movie nerds. That's like
But
the thing.
why?
Because it's just every scene is like, oh, this is backwards, and then it's like, oh, we get
Yeah,
to
they
the
do a
opening
lot of
title
shit.
sequence. This is backwards. There's like lots of cool shots in this movie.
But
There's
what about that split screen? Do you want to talk about that?
There's the split screen that comes together.
How'd they do that?
They had two cameras and they just lined them up.
Oh, okay.
But this is like also this was like the first movie edited on Final Cut Pro, released in theaters, like or like a
Hell
big
yeah.
narrative movie. Like
Love Final Cut Pro. Actually, I hated Final Cut Pro, but
this movie cost, like I said, $4 million. It's kind of crazy when you think about that. It means like none of the actors got paid anything big.
yeah.
Good.
And also
Dawson's good, bro.
Dawson, James
Dawson is
Vanderbeek,
good.
I think is the best character in the movie,
Yeah,
and I
he's
kind
the
of wish
best
it was.
performance and character by far.
I wish more of the movie focused on him. But the thing is, the weird episodic nature of the movie. There's a nice part, and there's a nice section in the middle where James Vanderbeek likes Shannon Sossaman, but then there's a girl giving him notes, and he's confused, and it's just like love triangle thing. And then he royally fucks it up because he fucks Jessica Biel on mushrooms.
Classic college conundrum. This is
Then-
college shit.
It turns out Shannon Sossaman, she's in love with this guy, Victor. Now, Victor goes to Europe. The Victor goes to Europe sequence is an amazing sequence. It's like
Yeah.
it's so much better than everything else in the movie because it's like every shot is a different location. Victor's like, we're in England, we're doing this, we're doing that. We're in the Sistine Chapel. The camera pans up. You see Kip Perdue. You see his goofy face, and then you see the fucking Sistine Chapel for real
Yeah, that's awesome.
in a shot, and you're like, that's nuts. That's just a 2-second shot. That whole sequence is amazing. That's easily my favorite part of the movie. And then after that sequence, I kind of feel like the movie doesn't really stick the landing. It kind of runs out of steam because it does this weird thing where we all go back to the party from the beginning, but then everything's kind of different. Like none of the shit happens again. Like James Vanderbeek doesn't end up with Kate Bosworth. Shannon Sossaman doesn't end up with the film school guy.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, what does that mean? What's real?
Because in
What
the
are
book,
what are the rules of attraction? We don't even know, and we're not even
That's a good
closer.
point.
We're not even closer to figuring out the rules after we've seen all these attractive things happen.
I
in the
still
book-
don't know how to be attracted to things,
Exactly.
and I'm pissed.
you get a boner.
Does it
Oh,
hurt?
boner.
How do I get a boner?
Does it hurt? Not normally.
Oh, is that what I've been thinking? My wiener hurts, but maybe I've just been getting boners.
Maybe you've just been smoking too much pot.
My wiener hurts.
Now, Mike, what did you think of the drug
Why did
dealer
you say
character?
wiener?
Okay, that's top of my list of things I liked about this.
Mike's
movie.
holding up a notepad. you like brought a notepad.
Let me
into
check
frame.
my notes.
As soon
Clifton
as-
Gonzalez Jr.
Lipton? Is that what you just
Rupert
said?
or whatever is the funny.
Clifton. Okay.
Rupert, Clifton Collins Jr., Rupert Guest was by far my favorite character in the whole movie. And we do get a shot of a really sick ass deagle on his table. That's what he's got and he's using.
His
But
gun.
yeah, reminded me back in my day of having Scarface playing on 3 or 4 screens and Big pile of coke. Yes, it
That's
did.
you. You're the
Yes.
drug dealer.
And that was the first time I could relate to somebody in the movie.
Yeah, me too. Now, what is this thing in movies where it's like, hey man, I sold you that drugs, you owe me $500?
No.
Yeah.
First of all, he owed him $3,000. And no, you never do that.
What is this?
If I
This
know
is
He was,
always
he was
happening.
really trusting. He was
If
being a
This
really
is
trusting
always
drug dealer.
happening in movies. Why are they buying? Who's
fronting them $3,000 of blow, nobody.
Okay, I'll give you $3,000.
If I know where you live and I know you sleep there and you're a regular customer, I'll front you $100. But nothing beyond that. And I'm going to charge you $5 for that $100.
me?
But
You would front me,
Yeah, sure,
and
sure.
I had a job, and I was
Sure.
like, yeah, I'll.
You're the guy who helped him through his the wiener crisis.
Exactly. Come on, I never charge them a high price.
But like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mike,
you're not
he
giving
could give
some
you a friend for free.
Yeah,
some
well, I
scuzzy
didn't get it
dude
for
knocks
free.
on your door.
All right.
Can I have $3,000 worth of coke?
And you're like, okay.
Yeah, you're a white kid, you're rich. Yeah, sure. But you got to be able to collect. He couldn't collect. You can't squeeze blood from a stone.
Also, they fucked Jans Vanderbeek up at one point, but they like don't even fuck him up.
I totally agree. So he was going to kill him when he was at his house, but when they meet up with him, they just beat him with a baseball bat.
And then let him go to a party and like,
Yeah. Instead of throwing him in the car, making him go to the ATM, while you're waiting in the car.
yeah.
The music in this movie is good. I like the music.
It's a lot
What
of
is it?
80s stuff. It's a
Yeah.
lot of Roger
Oh, yeah.
Avery in college.
I thought that was
Stuff.
cool.
Hey, how bad is that one thing where the gay guys are dancing on the bed to George
The
Michael?
worst. It's the worst. I don't
That's-
know what is this? Oh man, I got to hear about how you didn't want to do this awesome movie, and it's like, this scene's awesome. This is fucking lame. And then you have Faye Dunaway and Swoosie Kurtz as like the aunt and the mom. Like, what
Why
are
is
you
that- what
boys?
is- Yeah, why
What are
is
you
that
boys
guy
studying in college? And he's like, gang banging and freebase. They're like, are you getting
Dick.
good grades?
dick?
And then the kicker is
Why is that guy so
they're
pissed?
pill heads. They're sharing their prescription
This
meds.
is cutting edge. No one has ever seen something like this in a movie. This is like something you would see in a movie from 1967.
Well, I'm wondering if the George Michael Faith thing was like played harder back in the day because it was like, did George Michael like just get found out for like, this gay bathroom stuff?
Like years before.
Okay.
Years. But
But why are they dancing? They should be fucking. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna have gay stuff,
Yeah, what is going on?
What were they supposed to be, like old gay friends or something? Is that
why
like
are they
their-
dancing like fucking
Are they
idiots?
related? Is he his cousin? No, he's like a friend, family friend.
Their last names are different, so I didn't fully understand what the whole deal was there.
And why is that guy? This is just my thing. Is like, why are these guys so pissed? Because they have like rich moms and shit. Like, what's the problem? Why is Dick being so like? Why is he being
Like there
like
is
that?
a thing with out of control rich kids who do tons of drugs and are like completely out of control, but they're
Yes,
not.
they're awesome customers.
They're doing
make
violent,
that-
crazy things. They're not just jumping around in a bed.
Yeah. How do you make that like engaging for an audience though?
You have tension. You need tension. You need to have like something at stake. Like
It's
maybe,
weird.
like
Go ahead.
maybe is Paul in the closet, not in the closet? He's bi or whatever. Like you have his mom there. Maybe it's like, hey, like I don't want to get kicked out. I don't want to get in trouble or something. Like I don't fucking know. Like you have him have something, but instead he just dances around with this guy, and the guy's like, I'm Dick. I drink Jack Daniels.
This is
Before
a
that,
bad boy.
right before Sean Bateman goes away, or they both go their separate ways for their like summer vacation or whatever. Did Sean and Paul fuck or not? They had that weird scene where he was in his room smoking weed, and then there's the split screen, and then he's still in the room the next morning. Were they insinuating that they had sex or no?
Yeah. So in the book, in Paul's point of view, they had sex, but Sean never says. Sean doesn't say they have sex because each story is a different POV. So to get that ambiguity, he's
Mm.
showing both at the same time.
Okay. We don't know which one is what actually happened. Okay.
So there's a lot of like ambiguity. Like we don't get to know what's real, what's not real. And there's also that weird thing
Dawson
where
would
later
never
on
go gay, guys. He
he's
would
Sean
fuck people
Bateman
up.
though. Patrick, I mean,
It's just like Patrick Bateman and his dude in American Psycho.
yeah,
No, Dawson would never be gay. Okay,
with Pacey.
don't even
come on,
joke. Don't
Adam.
even joke about it, guys. There's nothing gay about Dawson. He's the straightest motherfucker I ever seen.
He liked Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, yeah,
pretty-
he'd fucking he's
That's pretty
sucking
dumb.
Spielberg off. Yeah, you're right.
Now, Dawson's Creek was created by Kevin Williamson, who wrote Scream,
Famously
So the-
gay.
famously gay and a big teen writer guy. Do we have teen content today? I don't know. You know what I was thinking about? We have today, like Rules of Attraction, Euphoria. It's kind of reminded me of Euphoria.
Yeah, it's Euphoria. Yeah, for sure.
Horny kids, teenagers having fun. Kids, that was a classic. Bully. It was a great era of teens.
Teens
Teen
were running
content.
wild in the 90s. TRL,
TRL.
you know what I mean?
Total Rape Live. And they would rape Shannon Sossaman live. Carson
Yeah.
Daly would count down. He'd go like, all right, Fred Durst, your turn. And then he would go like, okay, Wes Borland, your turn.
It
Tom
would be
Green, #1 rapist of the week. I'm raping
Yeah,
you,
totally.
Daddy. I'm raping you. And he's like raping him backwards. And everybody's like, whoa, directed by Spike Jonze. This is crazy. That was a great era. We need to bring that era back because you know what we have now? OnlyFans, TikTok. It's just bleak. It's not fun.
Twitter.
There's not like a central thing where everybody's watching, that everybody's
No.
watching. You
Not
know,
like
That's the
TRL,
problem.
man. That was the beauty of TRL. We all sat around and we all went, oh. The number one
Carson
video of the week
Daly.
was In Sync. Last week it was the
Oh my
Backstreet Boys.
God.
They must
This
be
is-
the best.
I guess In Sync is better than Backstreet Boys now.
I remember watching TRL so I could see like, oops, I did it again.
And they jerk off to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Mike, what did you think of Britney Spears back in the day?
I thought she was very hot back in the day.
Yeah.
I also think Amanda Bynes is fine, and I would still get with her now in her current form.
Hell yeah, dude.
Right on, bro.
She's fucked up. I like that.
Trashy. You like
Yeah.
r/trashy.
That's one of my favorites. My favorites. Yes.
It's a site
you-
of trashy women, right?
But you have said, oh, go ahead.
Our Trashy is a Reddit subgroup that just says trashy things. There's a lot of trashy women. There's a lot of different things on there.
And this is something you're a part of.
Yes, I do like it.
Okay.
I posted a purse that looks like a prescription pill bottle, and that did very well there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that doing well. But Mike, you have last week when we were talking about this movie, how we were going to do this movie, you looked up all the ladies on it and immediately were saying that they were all busted and stuff.
Kate Bosworth. This must be a bad photo of her. Lauren Hine busted. Jessica Biel looks fine as fuck in this movie. I will give her that. Yeah, these rest are not lookers. Not a body among them. Sorry.
No, well, hey, that was part of the Abercrombie thing too, though, was like skinny blonde bitches, you know what I'm saying? And like guys with like frosted tips.
Yeah, bro. I used to work in the mall. There was a. I'm not trying to go after the girls that go into Abercrombie and Fish. I'm trying to get me a Lane Bryant girl or a Torrid girl. That's
Hell
what I
yeah,
want.
dude.
Hell yeah.
What about the girl who committed suicide?
Her chin's fucked up.
Her chin.
She's got like a bunch of scars on her
She
chin.
had scars on her shit. That might have been makeup.
No, it's not. I looked her up. It's not makeup.
Oh, okay.
She's in
Well,
the band Warpaint.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
don't.
cool.
She looks busted now
Wait, hold
too.
on a
I don't.
second.
Well, I mean, she kind of looks like. I don't want to say.
All I know about the band Warpaint is that Chris Cunningham's wife was in that band for a while. But it's like it's one of those LA bands people would be like, "Oh, Warpaint." I was like, "How do you guys?"
was in it too.
Yeah, like what the hell? Everybody's in...
Whoa.
What's Warpaint? What's going on? But anyway, Um,
There's
what about
one
the naked
lady that-
party?
in
All
that
the
movie
naked,
in
all the
that band
naked
is really
people at
hot.
the naked party.
There were some nice bodies in there.
This movie has a problem, which a lot of college movies have a problem with. Even Dazed and Confused kind of has this problem. You just can't get the amount of extras you really need for these parties. College parties are fucking crazy with the amount of people that show up. And like that scene with the Wicker Man burning,
Yeah, it was totally empty.
Yeah,
it's like-
true.
Obviously, that's supposed to be Burning Man, right?
well, it's like the movie Wicker Man, but yeah, like
Oh.
Burning Man and all this other shit. And it's like you would need hundreds of people packed shoulder to shoulder to do it for real. And it's like you can't do that on a fucking movie set.
That's a good point. I mean, you could do it, but it costs a lot of money.
You could do it in like Turkey or Saudi Arabia or some shit.
Eastern Europe.
You could do it now with digital
now you're
technology and
getting- now you're
AI.
getting it.
You know,
Yeah.
visual effects. You
They started
probably
using
could do,
AI people on
Dude.
my work training videos. It's so fucking weird. Like you can just tell there's something not quite right about them, and like some of them will do like weird things with their hands or weird things with their face. It's so creepy.
That's cool.
Yeah,
You want to make people feel creeped out when they
Yes.
start work at your job.
and you want to for the safety meetings you gotta have. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But they should do, remember how like they in like episode 1 of Star Wars, the guy, I saw a video about how like they did the pod racers and at like the stadium or whatever, they like painted a bunch of like little matchsticks and they like moved them up and down of like hundreds of matchsticks in this like miniature. You could do that with like college kids. Make them
you
little
do that now.
matchsticks.
Back then, it was a pain in the ass because you had to scan the film. That was really expensive. You had to, and then you had to digitally do compositing on like old ass computers. Now it's crowd duplication, crowd enhancement. This is like normal CGI shit. You just send it to India. They just fucking do it. It's like a common task, but like TV does it all the time. But it
What do
kind
you
of
mean
has
you
this.
what do you mean you send it to India? Like you just
That's like the low rung
Send
level
it to,
of
like,
visual effects.
India.com and then they're like the country like rallies and sends it back to you.
Basically, like they'll do roto, crowd and duplication, camera match move, all the bread and butter visual effects shit. You just get it done in India, cheap, fucking cheap.
It's only a
Have you
matter of
seen
time if they figure out how to do that, bro. I gotta tell
Have
you.
you seen like the Wolf of Wall Street visual effects breakdown
No.
with all their parties? Like it's nuts. And
Why don't you just shoot the fucking parties for real?
Price.
Why are you CGIing parties? This is the problem. If you want a real party, you make a part.
extras are really expensive. Extras are really expensive.
Why can't you just
What about
throw
that,
a
Adam?
party though? Why can't you just like if you were making an indie movie, you would just throw a party?
And pay them for
You
the
want
party.
control.
No, you don't pay
Pay-
them for the party. You like
No,
get them
I
fucked
mean
up.
pay them with the party is what
Yeah,
I
pay
meant.
them with the party exactly.
Because then they get drunk and they cause problems.
But I mean that. But then it's like there's like a loose excitement to it.
What are we looking at here, William?
This is the
Oh,
Wolf of
oh,
Wall
Wolf of
Street.
Wall Street thing. So the whole thing is
Like this wedding, you know, they just fucking they're adding chairs, palm trees, tables, shit
Oh,
everywhere.
I see what you're saying.
They just like this
I mean,
scene
this
in
is just what movies are like now, yeah, and it kind of is a bummer, but I mean, if you can pull it off, it's good, I guess.
like this tennis scene. It looks
This is just the
basically
easy solutions to problems, though.
That's all CGI.
a lot of it is. Yeah, the whole prison, you know,
That's how you get these like sweeping shots.
they have all these plates. They just fucking do this shit.
Yeah, like the whole look, the whole thing is made up. Yeah,
Huh.
the entire thing is fake.
The whole prison tennis yard, because it's like, oh, we have to shoot a scene in a prison tennis yard. What
I mean,
are we
that's-
gonna do? Build a set?
Yeah, this is like so much easier than.
But that's an
find-
expensive
finding that
movie
and doing
too.
it. Yeah.
But you can enhance parties, you could do crowds, whatever. But rules of attraction, hey, you know, there was the early days of digital effects. They weren't really doing all that shit.
Yeah.
Now we all know which woman was the most attractive. Which guy was the most attractive? Huh? Adam, you start.
Gotta go with James Vanderbeek. Gotta go with Dawson, bro. Are you kidding?
The D Dawson.
Yeah, JVDB. Everybody talking about JCVD.
Remember
JVDB.
Varsity Blues? That was a big deal.
I was trying to watch after like the movie established that he was like this like holy shit, this guy is so handsome kind of guy. I was like I was trying to like look at his face and be like, all right, all right, get in the zone. Try to understand what the ladies are in this movie are seeing and what they're referring to. And I gotta say, I saw it. I got in the zone, and then I said, "My wiener hurts." Why does my wiener hurt? My weenie feels. It hurts. Owie.
That's kind of how I was saying it too, I believe. Oh.
Just yelling at the top of his like just like scream, "My way to hell!"
And William's like, "Be cool, bitch.
Be cool, bitch. Shut up. Come on. I'm trying to not look like a fucking idiot in Berkeley."
That seems like it'd be pretty fun to smoke weed and hang out around Berkeley.
It was.
Yeah, that was great.
They had better restaurants back then too. You could get a piece of pizza and a soda for like $3.
Isn't that where Green Day is from?
Yes.
Oh,
my
yeah.
mother is a pediatrician and actually took care of the lead singer's kids. I was not into Green Day, so I had no fucking idea who she was talking about.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
Yeah, his
Yep.
kids.
Billy Joe.
Billy Joe. My
Billy
mom used to take
Joel.
care of their kids.
The lead singer of Green Day, Billy Joel.
Yes. That is where they're from.
That's cool.
That's where I was
Green
born.
Day, Green Day is, what that name comes from is that's like a day where you're just smoking weed and and doing nothing. It's called
They pick like one day a week or something, right? Have a Green Day.
I don't know.
Damn, dude, weed. One day a weed will be legal. That'd be
Weed,
awesome.
guys.
Could you imagine back then when we're buying a gram for $10 and I was getting possession charges and shit that now you just walk into a store and buy it? It's crazy.
That's bullshit, dude.
It was crazy.
It's crazy.
They never, the possession cases never stuck.
In this movie, the guy, like the gay guy, like James Vanderbeek's like, oh, this gay guy's talking to me. I don't care. I don't want to talk to this guy. And then the gay guy's like, I have weed. I have a little bit of weed. And James Vanderbeek's like, oh, this is unheard of these days. Because now, you can get it. It's legal or whatever. So,
Yeah,
but
no,
back
it's-
then you'd fucking like go suck a dick till you could like smoke.
That's how Lou Pearlman got all the NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and LFO.
Oh yeah, how?
He's like, I got weed in video games, and they're like, oh boy, just hang
It's
out with
for
this
real?
weird fat gay guy.
Is that true?
Yeah, dude.
I can't tell. If you're being serious. Well, that's cool. I thought he like cast these. I thought he like formed these bands. 'Cause they
No,
were,
he's like, I got weed.
aspiring singers. and
He was
stuff.
at like Chuck E. Cheese and he saw Joey Fat One and he's like, hey, you want to get stoned? He's like, okay.
Yeah, he's like a pedophile for like fat guys in their 30s.
Hey, come here.
Joey Fat One. He got like, he's the only 30-year-old man that has been molested by a pedophile, which is cool.
I mean, that's not really pedophilia though, but whatever.
Yeah, Lou Pearlman wasn't a pedophile. He was a sexual predator.
Oh, okay. Let's get it. Let's get our facts straight.
And he swindled lots of people.
Hey,
He started his own airline company and he would go like, come on, invest in me. I have my own airline company. And they would say like, well, what's your airline? And he would then hold up a Polaroid with a picture of a model airplane taken up very close and blurry. And go,
No
that's
way.
my airplane. Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. The Lou Pearlman
Dude.
documentary is so fucking good.
Lou Pearlman sounds like a G, man.
He was.
He was G, a big fat gay idiot.
G for
That's
gay.
what G stands for. And he would have like a Lego room and like tons of toys and like, Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer. Or he would have like, video games.
Okay,
Time
this
Crisis.
guy sounds cool. Oh, no way. He had Time Crisis in his home.
I don't know.
All
Sure,
right,
why
Lou,
not?
you can molest me.
There you go. You
I'll
see that
sing
time?
I'll sing for you, and you can fucking molest me
greatest-
after I do it.
One of the greatest Howard Stern interviews of all time is when he interviewed the singer of the boy band LFO. I like Chinese girl. I like Chinese girls. Abercrombie makes me sick. You know that guy.
Yeah.
The verse it. No, Howard Stern interviewed that guy, and that guy tells his whole L.A. or Florida Hollywood story about like hooking up with Lou Pearlman in terms of music, Lou Pearlman signing him dating Jennifer Love Hewitt, becoming engaged to her, and then Lou Pearlman being like, there was like this moment when Lou Pearlman was like, enough is enough. I want to suck your cock. And he was like, no,
Enough is enough.
I want to suck your cock. And he's like on the phone.
That's such a funny thing to say. When you're like,
Okay, I'll come
You're
over and
like-
you can suck my cock. I'm not a fucking.
why did he
famous-
do it at that point? He's fucking
mean, if-
dating Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'd be like,
He
no,
was mad.
no.
And then he got mad when he realized Jennifer Love Hewitt was like dating other men behind his back. He was just like devastated.
That's why these teens are going bad. That's why these teen stars are going bad, dude.
Like that guy died of like cancer too.
I know, it's
young
crazy.
age.
R.I.P. Singer
R.I.P.
from
Man.
LFO, friend of the show.
You gotta watch out when you party. Okay, you get bad shit happens.
Yeah, totally.
Unless you're Dawson, nothing bad happens to you. You take mushrooms and you cheat.
He did get beat up.
He didn't cheat, is the problem, though, because they're not a
Exactly.
couple.
And I mean, that Sossaman bitch was worried about her boyfriend
Victor.
Victor, but then she blew her teacher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, this movie's crazy. These kids party. They do drugs. They
These kids are out of control. These
they have
teens.
sex. And these aren't
Did
just
you guys
normal
have-
kids.
Did you guys ever go to a party where there was a bunch of like naked ladies and stuff?
Absolutely not.
No.
They never
Now,
I
Roger
wish.
Avery,
did. I bet you they happened though.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
They were
we
definitely
heard
happening.
we had friends who went to Santa Cruz, and there was a big Santa Cruz get naked, run around night.
Yes.
They also did that Cal Arts.
Oh, they did a naked thing at UF too, but
Every
But,
time
like,
the first rain,
seemed
you would
weird to
run,
me.
You run naked. That's the whole thing.
that seems
then-
weird. And I mean, I guess if ladies are
Yeah,
doing
it's
it, it's
weird.
cool.
It's weird, Adam. Don't do it. Don't do that.
Well,
Stay
I'm spe-
inside.
I'm
eat
just pick-
pizza,
The
and
guys
just, like,
are the
watch-
guys that do that are weird. I
Watch
think.
King of the Hill.
But yeah, that sounds like a nice night.
You know, just like put your hoodie on, sit around, do nothing.
I
Don't be
understand. now.
naked.
I
in
get
the
what you're
fl-
saying,
In the beautiful Florida sunshine,
dude.
on
In
one
the
of those
swamp.
sick, on one of those sick swamp boats, with the fucking big fan. And your
No,
dick's
it's not
all
like
fla-
that.
Your dick's flapping in the wind, and you're just like,
That would be awesome. But I know you get your dick stuck in that fan though.
You get
won't
like a
be-
Bud
won't be
Light.
laughing.
It's gonna
but
hurt.
what? You're just getting blown by Nev Campbell and Denise Richards.
Yeah, that's more South Florida, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Wild Things, bro. You
Yep.
want to talk about a cool, sexy teen movie? That one is pretty good. Now, the problem with Wild Things is Denise Richards gets topless, but Nev Campbell doesn't get topless. It's like, come on, what are you doing?
That's really
What is that?
annoying.
What is this thing? And it's like,
Why doesn't she get topless? And why would they hire her if she wouldn't do that? You know what I mean? If this is what they're going for. Now, you have said previously that Nev Campbell, what did you say? She looks like her pussy smells?
did
You
I?
said that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I can see
Because
that.
I was saying like, oh, Nev Campbell is pretty attractive, and you said it looks like her pussy smells or something.
Yeah, totally. I mean, her eyes are squinty. She kind of has that Reese Witherspoon look, you know?
Reese Witherspoon was
Not Reese Witherspoon, Renee Zellweger. The squinty eye thing.
Yes, squinty eye thing for sure. Reese Witherspoon was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, so
That's why she looks like that.
Like a
so-
mean baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got that baby look.
bubble head.
But hey, it worked for her. She made it work.
Hey, Adam, what's your excuse? Boom.
Why I got a big bubblehead, dude.
You ever see Legally
Got me.
Blonde? That movie is fucking funny.
She kills it in it. And
Was it college?
that's insane.
Yeah, Mike and I, we're more Spun guys, okay? Degenerate Gambler. We like Spun. That's the grubby people on a couch playing video games, doing nothing all day. That's what we used to call a good weekend when we were young boys.
But
It's definitely more realistic.
I met Eric Stoltz one time, by the way. When I first moved to LA, I worked on a small movie. I was 23, and he was on this movie for a day because it was like a friend of his. He was director and the star was a friend. And I remember because I was like a dumb young kid, and I'd never been on like a real
Dumb,
anything close-
young, and full of cum.
Yeah, I was full of cum, and I'd never been on anything like a real movie set. So I was doing I never had a slate before. I'd made my own stuff, but I'd never like had a slate. So I was doing the slate on this thing, on this movie, and I would like click it really hard. But in the scene that Eric Stoltz was doing, and I remember Eric Stoltz kept being like, "Ow." Like every time I clapped it, and I was like, but I was not young. I was too young, dumb, and full of cum, and I was just like, I didn't realize that he was subtly telling me that was too much, and I was like, he's this is like a little rapport that we have.
You're just like nervous, like crying, like okay.
I wasn't nervous.
I don't want to mess up.
I
I
should
don't
have
want to
been
mess
more
up. I got to
nervous.
do. All right. I'm gonna fucking
I didn't know
clap
that
this
I didn't know
slate.
you
I'm
have
gonna.
to. I didn't
I'm
know you
gonna
didn't have
clap
to
it.
clap it so hard. So somebody told me afterwards, they were like, "Hey, you're
His
clapping
big,
this too
beautiful
hard."
muscles. He's just
But-
slamming it.
But Eric Stoltz kept being. It was like a close up on him, so I got the thing right next to his face, and I was clapping, and he kept going, "Ow."
He's a dry guy.
And he also, I remember him complaining about how like he was mic'd up with a lav on like another thing he had shot like a week ago, and they like pulled his chest hair out or something. He was kind of acting like a little bitch, honestly. So
He should be. He's a big star.
yeah, but brush.
You live
brushed
you
with
live and you learn.
greatness,
He
clapped next to greatness.
he should have been a little more sensitive to you, Adam, because not a lot of people know this. Eric Stoltz was cut from Back to the Future. He had been shooting for days, and they said, "Fire that fucking guy. We don't like him. Get Michael J. Fox."
Huge mistake.
And you
They
think he would be
fucked up.
nice? You think he'd be nice to the crew?
Yeah.
He should have blown you.
Yeah, I should have been like, "Hey, you fucked up. You
Hey,
almost
man, you
fucked up Back
nervous?
to the Future. Why don't you fucking start sucking my dick, bitch?"
You don't need to yell at me. I'm happy to do it. You need to be calm. You need to
That would be
calm
nice if he
down.
did that.
He pulls out his tweezers and he grabs your microscopic penis.
Yeah. And I
And then-
bust and I like shoot a big spray into his face.
Like silly string.
Yeah.
Oh
Way too
my
much for how small
God.
my penis is.
And it goes in the blooper reels.
That'd been cool. Eric, there's still time.
Stoltz.
You want to give me a little Lou Pearlman action? Pretend you're
Look, I
Lou
get
and
it,
I'm
man. Look, I
Mr.
get it.
LFO. All
You're a
right.
hippie. You're a hippie. You're just like, why couldn't there be peace on Earth? And I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
Adam.
about Russia. You talking about Russia or
Money. It all comes down to moolah, baby. That's what it's all about.
who? But that's not about. I'm not getting that money. So who's getting the money? Like that's what I'm saying is like
The Rothschilds.
bingo.
If you want to hang out online, you got to join the Discord, the Men on Film Discord.
Oh yeah,
all the
what's
action,
that like?
all the actions going down in the Men on Film Discord.
Do you guys talk about me
No,
ever?
no.
What about Mike?
Yeah, we talk about Mike.
Oh, thank you. I don't even know what the fuck Discord is. I know it's a chat thing, but is it like WhatsApp?
Where it's like it's a chat room.
Okay.
It's a video game chat room. It's all the boys. We're sharing all the movie files. We're going crazy. It's gonna get shut down. It's no rules.
Just right.
We post movie trailers
Now,
and we make
now I
fun of them.
understand.
We make fun of them.
Wait a minute. I got to get on this. I want to
we
see
go,
what
this movie-
I want to have
this-
fun with the boy.
We go,
I-
this movie
the
sucks.
quote unquote the boys.
A lot of Abel Ferrara talk today. We were just discussing.
I want to know who the boys are. I want to be a boy. Finally.
You know, we're going. We got Abel Ferrara talk. We're watching New Rose Hotel, Padre Pio, all the shitty deep cuts.
Are we doing more of these 5-star rating movies?
He can't check the ratings anymore. He's saying so. We
The
can't.
requests are over. I guess if you want to request, you got to join the Discord. You got to join Project Mayhem. It's crazy what's going on in the Discord. We don't fucking give a shit.
Whoa. You guys are like the college students in this movie. You're like that guy Dick. You're acting crazy in a fancy restaurant.
We're like Tom
sticking
Green,
your tongue
baby.
out.
We go nuts. We grab the fucking violin and we go, this is a fancy restaurant. This is a fancy restaurant. All right, what are we doing next? We're moving on to Cool Dads, you know.
Wait, hey,
Dads.
you were posting a lot. You were posting a lot of that Cynthia Rothrock movie I was in. I wanted to watch for a long time.
Yep, it's not a Cool Dad movie, unfortunately. Now, Cool Dads, this is going to be a great series. We're doing all the coolest dads.
Old school.
A movie history. No, not that one. Come on.
Those are the coolest dads.
What are we working with here, Willie?
Next week, we are watching At Close Range, Sean Penn, Chris Penn, and who's the dad? Christopher fucking Walken.
Oh, that sounds cool.
1985 or 6.
I don't know what that means.
James Foley directed it. He directed a little movie called Glengarry Glen Ross.
Okay.
Fear. What's our ratings? I give Rules of Attraction 3 stars. It's very uneven, but I love the kid producing. You know, there's some good stuff in it. I have very mixed feelings, but hey, overall, I give it 3 stars. It's okay.
The beginning has a lot of energy, and I feel like it kind of drops off, except for that one Euro trip part, which is awesome. 3.5 maybe.
The remaining items on the list of things I like that they smoked inside. I thought that was very nice. The doctor at the hospital scene was very funny.
Paul Williams.
Yeah, he was great.
Star of what's it called? The Phantom of the Paradise.
Never heard of it. The horny
I
gay
thought that
guy
was
was funny.
Bud Court. I thought that was Bud Court.
Oh my
And
God.
the guy who
What's-
kept calling himself Dick was funny, but I gave this movie 2 stars. I couldn't get
It's
into
not
it.
your style, bro.
No, not at all.
Did you like the
Sorry.
length? You told me
2
the
hours is
screen-
way too fucking long. It's just, I
you're a
guess,
sleepy guy.
I tried to watch this movie while I was
Well,
at
well.
work twice. I just couldn't get into it. When I got home, about 30 minutes in, I'm like, okay, this is actually going by okay. But I don't know. I just didn't really get the movie.
It's just hard to care about like 20-year-old rich college kids.
And their problems,
Yeah,
about
yeah.
not being able to fuck. I don't care.
Also, all their problems are like self-created. You know what I mean? Why? Because they have this like not like the movie has this like nihilism or whatever, but it's like, why are you so nihilistic? You're the fucking like you're at the big, like the precipice of life. You know, what do you have to be like jaded about?
Not
Nothing.
like your fucking wiener hurts or anything.
You know what I'm
Come on.
saying? You're 3 o'clock in the afternoon trying to get high with your friends, and then your dick starts hurting. Well, I mean, that sucks.
I mean, I guess once that happens to you, yeah, life feels pretty fucked up after probably.
Last 25 years, I don't remember a whole lot, to be honest.
It's all been downhill since your
Yes, it
wiener
has,
hurt.
for sure.
Maybe I mean William wasn't like listening to your cries of help.
I know. He should have driven me to the hospital.
Now look where you are.
That would have been even funnier.
Yeah.
And then in the hospital, you're like cross-eyed on the ground, and the doctor's like acting silly.
Yeah, that would be funny. That would be the hospital that I was born in as well.
I'm in my BMW
been
or
cool.
Mercedes or whatever in the fucking movie, playing my favorite '80s song.
which is he leaned close to the mic but then didn't say anything.
I don't remember the music in the movie.
The
so
guy, the Faith, George Michael's Faith.
'Cause
You and Mike
gotta
just
have
need to
faith.
dance on a bed to George Michael and, you know, hash it out.
It's hard to do depravity in a movie.
Uh-oh.
It's hard to
What'd
be it's hard to do to be depraved and just act crazy and be shocking. You know, it's hard. It doesn't I've seen it all. I'm old. I don't get shocked easily anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to see a bunch of fucking rich college kids act depraved. You know what's depraved is fucking student debt.
When I was 11 years old, I saw Clockwork Orange. That was shocking. It was like, whoa, the editing is crazy. They're raping. This is a fucking crazy movie. And then it's like, after that movie,
Hey, James Vander. Speaking of Clockwork Orange, James Vanderbeek does the Kubrick stare.
yes, he does.
Never thought I'd see Dawson do the Kubrick stare, but
Roger Avery's favorite movie, Clockwork Orange. Favorite director, Stanley Kubrick. Now, James Vanderbeek, you're probably wondering, how's he doing lately, Adam? Guess what?
what?
His asshole has cancer. He has anal cancer.
Oh man, that sucks.
Are you
And he-
kidding?
and he posted a TikTok video where he's like lamenting how he can't
God.
be a provider for his family.
James Vanderbeek has anal cancer now? All
Is there,
your
is there
heroes
a
are-
cure for that, or
I
James
just want to
Vanderbeek's
say,
cancer. I have colorectal cancer. Yeah, he's saying he has ass cancer.
jeez?
like, it's not going to be funny when Adam has cancer, but it's funny now to joke about it. Like, this is, it won't be funny then, but we can let's get our jokes in now. Oh, he froze.
I thought he was shocked.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
Sorry, yeah, my signal's dropping off, but I heard you say that it won't be funny and when I have cancer, but it's funny now. I get that.
Like Dawson's Creek.
Well, I'm really sad now. I wish I could have left this podcast not knowing that Dawson had ass cancer, but
Death comes for us all. It's all fun and games.
they have he has 6 fucking children.
Well, there you go.
This is this is a weird ass. This is way
He's a-
too many kids.
He's a
Yeah.
cream pie kid.
Oh yeah, he loves cream pies.
Ian
That was a big
Somerhalder.
Dawson thing.
You know who he married?
Yeah.
That chick from 13, Nikki. The fuck is that?
Oh, the like the girl who like co-wrote the movie or whatever. It kind of
Yeah,
Harmony Korine that
Nikki-
movie.
Nikki Reed. Shannon Sossaman,
Pretty fun.
unmarried. Mike, I think it's time you get your nice. How'd you like to rub her big feet? You know, take off those Birkenstocks.
Oh God.
I don't see
Imagine-
any. I don't see this.
Touch
Touch
those
all
little
lady.
touch those
She's
little
so-
tits.
She's frigid in bed. You can tell. He's just, oh my God, just laying there. Ugh, starfishing.
How about you get a little red? You know, you go out to Ojai, you drink some red wine, and just
Take her to House of Steak or House of Prime Rib.
Oh, that's a whole new animal you're dealing with
She's-
there. No woman can resist House of Prime Rib.
just rub some mashed potatoes in her tits.
Gravy. I love gravy on everything, even on her.
Dude, yeah.
Now, Mike, what did you like more, this or Cook the Thief, the Wife, Her Lover?
Definitely the Cook, the Thief, the Wife, and the Lover, and I believe I gave it more stars. The Cook, the Thief, the Wife, and the Lover was like interesting and kind of cool looking, and the costumes were awesome.
You love a good costume. No
The
good
bad-
costume.
The bad guy was great. Whatever the hell his name was, I can't remember.
That guy reminds me of you,
Well, there you go. That's why I liked him.
gangster.
Loud, brash, uncouth.
Man, I'm reading a BuzzFeed.
We were at a wedding. We were at a wedding,
Yeah.
and we just got there, and everybody's wearing like nice suits, and
Oh,
all the
no.
women are wearing dresses, and Mike just like immediately lifted his leg and farted so loud.
Was that at the train station wedding?
Livermore.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
And my girlfriend was just like, couldn't believe he did that.
We also shot dice for the
Attaboy,
majority of
Mikey.
that wedding.
You bring dice?
Keep it real, bro.
He gave us dice as like
Oh.
a groomsman gift, and then we just started playing. Because the bride's sister's like, you guys are being
You're kind of
very
Royal
rude."
Tenenbaum-ish.
The bride's sister said you guys were being rude.
Yeah, we're shooting
no.
dice. Shut up.
Yeah, you should have farted in her face, dude.
What about the wedding we went to in LA? That was an event.
Yeah, we did below in the parking lot.
Yeah. With some gay dude that was hella funny.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then we went and got
Aura,
more. Then we got more
open
for the
invite to
hotel.
be on the pod.
Oh hell yeah!
Her name's Ara.
And then him and I went and bought more, and we did more at the hotel. That was a good time.
Oh, you
Did
did?
you? Did you?
Yeah,
fuck?
me and Ara went and bought some. Yeah,
You doubled up.
Okay.
yeah, I had a great time.
Cool. Cool. That was the night, by the way, for you to try homosexuality, Mike.
I missed it. I totally missed
You
my
missed it.
chance. I blew it, not literally though.
You and Ara jumping around the hotel room bed.
Yeah.
Playing a little George Michael. George Michael fucking kicks ass. I don't know what you guys are thinking. That scene is what made me start thinking, oh, I like the music in this movie.
I like George Michael.
Good.
I'm not, you know, you got to give it up for the king. But
I just love what he
Just a-
said about when they asked him why he would take a blowjob in a men's public bathroom.
what he said.
And he said, I never pass on a free meal. I thought
Right.
that shit was so awesome.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, I thought so too. And then, he made a song outside about that whole thing where he did the music video inside a bathroom and shit. It's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. He like owned it.
Yes, he did.
Because I always kind of felt like his career was hurt by it, but maybe it was a different time too. But if it happened now, he'd be like
He was a lovely man.
presenting at the Grammys or something, you know? That's the highest achievement in my eyes.
Well,
For
it was hard to
music.
be. Now everybody's out of the closet, and gay and bi, and fucking dancing around
Yeah, what all did George
In-
Michael?
like Lil Nas X and who's that one guy, Sam, whatever. Like they're just look. Everybody's bi. The bis won. The bisexual gay guys won.
Yeah.
God bless them. They run. They're the
We're
the wife-
Lou Pearlman.
they're the life of the party. Okay, you can dance. You can dress up.
They're having all the fun.
You're
This time
tough.
we have some too.
Show the women something. Women aren't tough. The bi gay guys are tough.
Yeah, let's hey, look, there should be a big fight between bi gay guys and women. And we should find out who's the toughest.
The fucking gay guys would win.
Yeah. Women
Dude.
are not good fighters.
But wouldn't that would be so awesome?
And then we
They
get the
got
fuck
bi
up,
gay
right?
guys versus
And then they
women.
they get to blow the straight guys in the audience. We're like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Why
and
won't they go along with this, by the way? Why won't women do this?
like
I mean,
like
why
getting
is
very
Russia the bad
frustrated.
guy?
and Roger
exactly.
Avery directs it, and there first we come on their face, and then it goes backwards.
Oh yeah, and the cum like goes like weep, and
Yeah,
like goes
and then-
into your dick, and you're like, "Whoa."
and
It's
then
like
the-
that.
and then the gay guys run into the field, and then they like beat up all the women.
You
And then
ever
it
see
goes
that
back to
video
the
of-
into
yeah.
the locker room, and all the women are getting naked.
That'd be cool. You ever see that video of Guy Fieri eating backwards? Where it's
I
like he's
don't
just
know.
taking all the food out of his mouth.
No,
He's
no.
my favorite celebrity chef by far.
Yeah, he's the shit.
Is he a chef?
He was the first person to win that celebrity chef show. I can't remember what it was on the Food Network. Like the first time they had that type of
Master
show.
Chef.
Yeah, he won the first one.
Oh, that's
Dude, and
cool.
notice
he
he,
takes
ne-
care of his like people too, I think.
he never has a bad thing to say about anybody or anything. Like on diners, drive-ins, and dives, he never ever talks
Wow.
bad about the restaurant,
Hey,
which I
he's,
think is cool.
he's highlighting
Lame.
small businesses.
That show
Lame.
rules. That
Yeah,
show
I love
fucking
Triple D.
rocks. I do too.
I have a
Used to
friend
it as my
who was on
ringtone.
Triple G, Guys Grocery Games. I have a friend from Florida who
Nice.
she's a chef and she was on it.
And I mean, to be
She said Guy
50
was cool.
to be 50 or 55 and to still rock that frosted tips, sunglasses, big
Dude.
jewelry. I mean, that takes balls. And he pulls it off.
I'll
You
say
could
this:
pull it off,
I like
man.
him. I like him more than Anthony Bourdain by a
Sure.
lot.
I think we're dancing. Yeah.
I don't,
Yes.
but these guys, these celebrity chefs. I mean, come on.
That'd be cool if Guy Fieri was, because like people are saying Anthony Bourdain was making like a video about like elites raping kids or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I did not hear that.
That'd be cool
but
if Guy
I believe
Fieri.
it.
There should be a Guy Fieri version of that movie.
on the Discord today,
We're
we were just-
going to the biggest child
Yeah,
rape
yeah.
pizzeria in the country.
Yeah.
in the Discord today. All we were
This
doing was
place
making
is
fun
off
of
the hook. He's the
all
mayor
day
of
today
Flavortown.
in Discord. We were making fun of Anthony Bourdain, how stupid he is for being like, Asia Argento cheated on me, and then just
No, people say that he was actually killed for doing for because he was making a.
he
They-
loved Palestine.
No, they said that he was- he
loved
did love
Hamas.
But they
He
said
loved
that.
Hamas.
But they said that him and Chester Bennington
Deborah Messing.
and
I just wish Deborah Messing could have
Messing
stopped, could have gotten some sense into him.
and Chris Cornell. They said that they were all making this movie, a documentary about
Chris
Adrenochrome
Cornell.
or something. Chris Cornell,
Adrenochrome.
Chester Bennington, and Anthony Bourdain, and they all killed themselves apparently.
I would like to see this video that you
Huh.
learned this information from.
I guess it's
Makes
time
you
to learn
think.
something. Makes
It's a little
yeah.
interesting, don't you think?
Yeah, rock stars never kill themselves.
That's how I talk now.
Hey, look. Suicide is not the answer. Don't kill yourself in a really cool bathtub like the girl in the movie. And don't pretend to kill yourself like Dawson's Creek, hanging yourself and cutting your throat. Your chick won't take you back. She'll be mad because she just found a dead body. All right.
What are the
Suicide is
odds
not
that
the answer.
That is going to happen, by the way.
Just bomb a country till it's nothing. Okay, just bomb it. That's good. Question mark? What is good,
Got
right,
it.
Adam?
Nailed it.
Hmm?
What is good?
Why can't we have peace in the world?
It's
Why
like
can't all
there's
the kids
some
in this
people
movie
that
just-
that don't want peace.
Why can't we all just suck and fuck till our fucking butthole bleeds and gets anal cancer?
Go out Dawson style.
Just fucking. Here's what you do. You got Shannon Sossaman. She has her pussy open.
Yeah.
And then Ian Somerhalder, he's fucking her. Or
Yeah.
the Dawson's fucking
Yeah,
her.
Dawson.
And then Ian Somerhalder's, he's fucking Dawson in the ass, giving him anal cancer.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And
that's
HIV.
and that's then the world is in harmony.
And the HIV passes through him like a fucking
Crazy straw.
crazy straw through the fucking intestines or like the goddamn human centipede.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Why can't things be like that?
And then it's backwards. The camera goes
Oh,
backwards.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
and the music's all funny. It's like, what? This is ironic. You got Britney Spears playing over this.
I think this movie would probably hit harder back in the day. Feel a little bit more wild and
Look, I gotta say, it's pretty unusual to have this much gay sex in a movie in 2002. You don't get it like there's no gay guys in American Pie like, hey, come on, let's fuck and jump around a bed to George Michael.
yeah.
You know, it is the rare gay movie where it's not like a joke.
But it was a joke that one scene where they're at the hospital.
Usually the gay guy's like a nerd, like in Clueless, or
Yeah, he
like,
doesn't have his own like point.
it's always like a
point of
gay
view.
best friend on the peripheral.
Yeah.
Well, like the other gay guys were nerds, other than the main dude. His gay friends were all nerds. All the
Oh.
kids that went to the hospital, those guys.
Jay
were all nerds.
Baruchel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's got some DSLs, by the way.
From your lips to God's ears.
Just saying.
All right, let's end this shitty fucking episode.
Hey, I need another invite to the Discord, by the way.
You're not invited.
I really?
Are you on Discord?
Yeah, I am.
All right, guys. The Discord invite will be on the episode link on SoundCloud. You can all join. You can all gossip, and we can all betray each other and blackmail one another with our spicy takes.
That
Okay?
sounds like a lot of fun.
It does. It does. I gotta get a Discord.
Currently, there are 6 members of the Discord. So
Whoa!
it's big.
I need a cord. I just need more cords.
You need to chat, Adam.
I need a chat.
You need to chit chat. You know.
This
right.
is not too okay. It's not too big of a commitment, right?
No, you
don't wanna
just
be
drop in,
chatting
you
all
drop
day.
out.
Okay.
All right, I'm out of here.
Bye.
Later, man.